Well, that could have gone better.
Okay, so highlight debrief.
Okay, I think that's summing up our entire fucking campaign right now.
Yeah.
That could have gone better.
Let's see. Eldrick Haverfast could have been dealt with better. We could do to work as a team more.
No, we don't.
Don't put your real name on fake IDs.
Hey,
Gee, I wonder who did that.
The tech priest.
Don't randomly try to be the guy from CSI Miami and say heresy in a crowded fucking bar!
But it was brilliant. No regrets. Even now, no regrets.
Carrie just like sort of just like breaking down laughing at that.
Yeah. Let's see. The tech priest has a following. We need to we need to put a paper bag over his head and extend his poncho in future.
By the way, no, I just wanted to like, ooh, can I manage your fan page?
You need to have an Uber taco on your shoulders instead.
The Uber taco.
The Uber taco.
All hail the Uber taco.
Let's see what else.
Also, man, how many times are you gonna redo this sheet? Every time I look at it, it looks freaking different.
Sheet.
I haven't done it since before the last session.
Which sheet?
And anyway.
Well, yeah. Is there anything else anyone thinks that needs to be brought to light? We do not need to bring to light Helios's strange relationship with Sieglin. That stays where it is.
That's going in my next report.
Damn it! Yeah. I think that's it.
Okay.
Anything else?
Sure, that's everything?
Anything else anyone else wants to mention right now? I mean, everyone's listened to it, so.
I mean, mostly we just got yelled at for
Being overt.
Yeah. There's not much we can do.
However, everything we do bad, it gets countered by something we do good. That's what I picked up.
I get the feeling we're giving her a migraine. I want you to know this.
Yeah, but we're giving her a migraine while being successful.
I just assume just someone's just walking up to her after she just ended that. She just put her hands on her head.
Whoa.
And
You just modulated
about to
worse
give,
than text.
Wow. Either way, when he's about to give a report, she goes no, not now. Mommy needs an aspirin.
I can cry.
Ah, shit.
What the hell is that?
Sorry, I was moving.
Where's the cost table for, we had a little special cost table we made for, talents and stuff. Does anybody know where that went?
Just posted in chat at some point. I'm pretty sure they're on, oh no, they're not
the
on
prices table. Is that what you're asking about?
There was this comprehensive table we made real quick that was, much easier to actually get through than the PDF.
You can send it if you want to save it.
I've just sent it. Gonna take a minute to go through though. The fuck is this? Just found an Orc Primus token.
Oh god.
Orc Primus?
Yeah.
Is Primus Grimmer an orc?
That's more like Orctimus Prime.
Orctimus Prime.
What?
Screw you, I'm hilarious.
Orctimus Prime.
Right.
Oh, that one's much neater than the one I have.
Yeah, same. Right. Go.
Yes,
Damn, it would cost all my XP, but I can get Pro Sanguine.
Could be useful.
I'm
Pro
stealing
Sanguine
cards.
is you can basically
Don't
test
get
to
your
heal
health back in it.
1d5 damage randomly.
Heal.
Actually, wait, no, hold on. Oh, it cost a lot of XP, but not all of it. Okay. It's either that or up his tech skills. Which do you guys think would be more handy for everybody? Since we're
is the
supposed
first
to be
one?
working together as a team.
Which is the first one?
The combat one.
Up your combat. Like, I can like sort of do all the utility stuff if just other people can handle the combat.
Okay. Then I'm gonna go dump a bunch more into
Are you fucking
probably-
kidding me? I'm pretty sure you could do combat pretty well, Joe.
Hey.
He just sets people on fire randomly.
Hey. I'm the mage, not the brawler.
Sure.
You know, I'm not gonna go up into close combat. No, I'm gonna stay as far back as I can, loot stuff while I'm setting fire to people. It's more convenient.
Oh.
Let's go! Let's go! And we left off.
So I believe all of you would have been listening to this message while you were sat in your room at the Russ's Tail.
Alright,
Yes.
we go back.
Yeah, we went to Russ's Tail and
Yeah, I just like pull the heavens like, can we remix this?
no. Well, certainly not. Right.
Come on.
I'm gonna delete that message, like straight away. Because
That was embarrassing.
Yeah,
I
it could have
mean-
been worse.
what the psycho said. Not dead.
We're not dead. She commended us for actually getting the job done, kind of. Yeah, I mean, she said she wanted a surgical precision, but you know, she didn't say what kind of scale she wanted surgical precision. Like, I mean, we're just a really big fucking scalpel.
You can tie
We're being a
to
scalpel
brick.
the size of a shuttle.
Exactly. We're still a scalpel.
You just tie a scalpel to a brick, he gets the job done.
Exactly.
I'm sorry.
I
I'm trying
mean,
to
that's
be all
certainly
stoic.
one option.
I'm trying to be all stoic, but damn it, that was good.
You broke them, Adam.
Well done.
Oh. Oh.
Was it Lance Gojin, the guy? The what's
like
the
a-
young novel called?
I gotta take a drink for that.
What? Lance Gulgin was
Is that his name?
the guy who clawed his eyes out at the start of the game.
Oh
Alright.
yeah, he was fucking great.
What's it called? The young novel.
Is it any
The
wonder
novel
you guys?
is Eldrick Havelfast.
Yeah. So we're gonna kill him or?
Oh,
gonna-
Yeah.
I personally vet. I think we should wait, because she said wait a day for reassignment. I think we should literally
Then maybe she
wait a
wanted
day
us
for
to-
reassignment.
maybe
Did she?
just wanted us to deal
Uh,
with this in
I-
the day, and
I
then we
thought-
get our stuff.
I thought that's what
Yeah.
she said.
I don't
I believe you waited a day for this message to come through on your new shiny datapad.
know.
did
We
we?
shiny did.
Oh, okay.
Does that mean we have any sort of like communication now? We've got a new shiny datapad, or do we have like a communication link with them, or
You got a one-way message sender and receiver.
so they can send us stuff, we can't send them stuff.
Pretty much.
God,
No,
this feels like
You got a one-way message sender and receiver, as in you can't have a live two-way conversation.
Oh, so we can't like Snapchat and Instagram. Okay.
No, you can't.
Hey guys, selfie.
In that case, then, Eldrick right. Let's have a vote. Eldrick Havelfast or Corrupt Prefect first, because the problem is here. Eldrick Havelfast is probably going to be a combat-related mission. The Prefect, however, is in the port that we trashed that is probably under lockdown still.
And if we go anywhere near that, we're gonna have the Arbites on us.
Wait,
Yeah.
you think the prefect will be sealed up? I thought he would have like kind of vacated the fucking area. He would have assumed his cover.
Okay, yeah. He's gonna not be at the Octoria at least, but
We might be able to find some evidence for him to find it.
we'd have to.
But we'd still have to go back into that.
We'd have to go back in.
like mess. So I reckon that's like well off the table unless we can find some way of getting evidence on him that doesn't mean us going to the dock.
It's gonna be crawling with feds. I mean, we could try and hack it, but I don't know how we'd hack into that system.
Yeah, again, it's probably on a separate system to everything else, so we'd have to get in there to do it, which is a no-no. God, if we had like contact with Primus Grimmer, it'd be so easy. Go, hey Grimmer, send us a list of all the employees for the Octoriate, and then monitor their bank accounts.
No,
CSI style.
If you want to try and message your girlfriend, I mean, we could try and see if she can work something out.
Doubtful. She'll probably just kill me.
Oh, I mean, you still got a datapad link with it, don't you?
Did you actually give her the information that there's a corrupt prefect there?
No.
Oh, you are just
Why
great.
not?
Maybe that's a something worth tipping instead of flirting. Like maybe
Yeah, might-
can you just send her a message saying,
Use
oh,
the-
and by the way.
maybe use the private line to the tip hotline for the
And
tip.
it might,
eh?
draw some of the heat off of us. Just a thought.
I give you a way to talk to her. And what do you use it for? To chat people up. You're grounded, son. You're grounded.
Would you like me to try and form a message to her to tip her off as to the whereabouts of evil people?
Sure, why not?
Because bearing in mind that is one of our main quests, so by making
Oh.
the
But-
Arbites do it.
But we just discussed about how it was basically impossible for us to
Alright,
advance in
okay,
that
okay.
quest line.
We can go to if you want. We can go towards Eldrick Hourfast while we sit here on the prefect. Yeah.
Sure. Wait,
Right.
what if Harifast turns out to be the prefect?
Then we'll meet up there.
And we'll be screwed!
Then we cut him down. Yeah. But
And
not,
with
but not
another run
before.
from the cops.
But not before extracting all the information he knows. Right.
If we have his name, Eldrick Hellfast, like it ain't gonna be that hard to find his house, is it? I assume Haverfast has got like a house.
Hourfast will be a house name.
Like
Yeah, just look in the 40k yellow pages.
I mean,
But I
They
feel
have
like
to
if
have
we-
something.
if we go to his house, just camp across the road until someone comes out. Like
Okay. 1 second, I need to ask the GM something. GM, is there an equivalent to the yellow pages in this?
There certainly can be.
Can we
There
look
is
at
almost
Sky?
undoubtedly a lexicon on everything on every planet. Somewhere.
Okay, let's take a look at this lexicon.
do we
By
need
the
to
way,
go
the
to like?
Skitari got some extra wounds. He got chewed up in those last couple of fights. Even
I
with
want
his
to clarify
crazy,
that my answer there was a yes, it's possible.
but not a
Okay.
yes, there is.
Well, that doesn't mean we can't take a
A
look.
very broad and vague definitely isn't no as an answer.
Well,
Well, I'll tell you what. I'll tell you who will know all the nobles in the area. Our good old friend that we rely on for about 70% of our tips and information.
I mean, we
The
could
guy
try,
that I
like,
can't
this-
remember the name of, Sank
Sank-
Stremwell.
Text Stremwell.
I mean, we could try doing, like, like, whatever the closest thing to a Google search is here. I mean, if,
Yeah,
he's,
that's
if
a
he's a
question.
high-level house, he'll have something on him online.
Even if it's just so and so showed up in the news as having been at this big gala.
Harifast
have to
checked
have-
in at Starbucks.
I'm just saying there has to be some people
I
in the
agree,
lower
I
ranks
agree.
always like watching the upper ranks. There has to be something somewhere saying, "Oh, hey, we saw what was going on."
Certainly possible.
You guys carry on. I'm formulating a message to Siegel.
Make it 140 characters or less.
In fact,
Why?
Seriously,
Are we sending it on Twitter?
No.
you
Fuck
twit.
you, Doug.
right, so
That's okay. Feel
Okay.
free. As I think Dare was saying.
I was just saying that there has to be something like some record of these people that would be pretty innocent. People like watching this stuff. People like, seeing that they're, what the people above them, what the rich are doing. There has to be someone who is, even if it's just something as innocent as like the society pages.
Keeping up with the Harafasts.
Come on, there has to be something.
I know, I agree. There has to be something. But I'm just saying, keeping up with the Harafasts would be
You're just having fun at my expense again.
I'm just thinking of like nice little alternatives. I'm sorry, I'll shut up.
What is?
This is my role in this game. I am here to mock.
Of something for public. What's the equivalent of something for public information, like the 40k world? Where can we go for like that sort of shit to just flip through like what would you call it? Like
Yellow Pages?
No, like
Facebook.
Just like public records, that sort of shit.
Facebook.
No, it would be like this. Well,
the phone book. It would literally be the phone book.
It'd be like the society pages or something. There'd be news about them. That's what I was thinking.
LinkedIn.
If any of you would like to make a logic test, feel free.
Shall I make a logic test?
I'll do a logic test. Let me find my logic thingy.
Do I have anything in logic?
Well, that's a basic skill. You can all do it as untrained or trained or otherwise.
What modifier? Any modifier?
No modifiers.
I don't have anything in logic.
Boop.
Okay.
Boo.
Wow, actually.
Boo. I say.
Nice one, Weez. So, Weez, as you listen to these two talking about a phone book and something called the Book of Face, you realise that if anybody has any records on anyone, it would probably be some member of the Administratum, and particularly one of your goals and quests actually just take you towards an Administratum member.
Perfect.
I missed.
Perhaps in exchange for information, he could perhaps be forgiven for his crimes.
The Inquisition doesn't forgive.
Which basically means we say
Except that time
yes.
we
say yes until
forgave
we
that
shoot him in the head.
heretic so he could leave the building so he could give his information. Except like that
To be
time.
fair, several of us were going back on that deal. We're planning to go back on that deal.
Yeah, this next time we need to shoot him in the head afterwards. Like, straight up. Oh, no, sorry. We need to, like, literally cut his head off. That works better.
No, I'm not shooting his head off. I'm shooting his knees off and dragging him to the Mechanicus and saying, tear him apart piece by piece.
Well, he was at the Mechanicus.
You say that, but if, like, you're very much a person of your word. If you make any words to him, he could be screwed.
Well, that's why I'm not going to talk to him the second time I run into him. I'm just going to shoot him. A lot.
I like that plan. I'm going to help you with it.
With extreme prejudice.
Oh, believe me. I can
We
exterminate with extreme
know that,
prejudice.
like, member of these, like, I still don't know, like, the steps of, like, okay, can we go to, like a public building somewhere to check for records or, like, that sort of thing?
Sure.
Is that something we can do? Yeah.
Yeah,
I'll-
of course.
It's
Convey
certainly
to you lot
possible.
then let's go to the nearest administratum center or whatever. I don't know.
Okay.
Well, I'm just waiting on Tom's message right now.
Oh.
It's going to be a lot of, like, and I love you.
Gosh, I love gin.
And I love Rob.
I don't think you love rum that much.
I love the awkward pause.
Someone sent me a funny gif.
Uh-huh.
It was a very funny gif. Like, hilarious.
No, I am dead certain that if we run into the whole thing, there will be no, hi, we're going to have a conversation this time.
What if we've been disarmed and, like, brought to him against our will, at his mercy? Like,
Then this guitar is going to spit in his face.
Right, okay, so I've got most of it hashed out, guys. Is there anything... Right, what do we
do you
know?
even have a mouth?
What do we
Yes,
know
he
about
has
this
a
guy?
mouth. He's not a...
But it's under a mask.
Guys. What
Oh,
do we
yeah.
know?
Take
What
the
do we know about
mask
this
off.
Octoriate bloke?
I didn't
Sorry,
hear
what?
Do we know anything about this Octoriate bloke? We know that he worked in the far side of the office in the corner.
No, we don't know anything other than like he works
Other than
in that
that.
place.
I'm assuming he probably jerks off a lot.
Wow.
He works in the corner of an office. Come on. And you know, if he's shitty enough to be corrupt, I mean, he probably does.
I don't think we ever got much information on him, really.
We got some bare details, like, did we didn't get a description for him?
Oh,
You got he worked at the back.
Alright. Well, how about we take care of Harrowfast, and then we go find Holthane, beat the information out of him, kill him, and then go.
Drag him to the Mechanicus and let them kill him. Trust me, they can be much more thorough than we could ever be. They can make it take years.
Yeah, but, you know, I can make it painful.
You think they can't?
No, I'm not saying they can't. I'm just saying I think I can. I want to have fun.
there you go.
Right.
Is that 140 characters or less?
Damn it! Shut up.
I'm kidding.
Just
I was
let
gonna
me.
say it didn't look
Bear
like
with me. Just let me check.
It could be.
It's a
It's
fucking
it's
post.
149.
Oh, sincerely Limelight.
Yeah.
Is that your name now?
Limelight. Yeah, that was always our name.
Yeah, that was a great name.
That's our hacker group name, Limelight.
I still don't approve of that hacker name. I still think it should be like.
You liked
Heresy.
it. You said you liked it. Oh,
Yeah, I said it
except
was
you
okay, but I
wanted it to
preferred-
be Heresy Buster 5000 or some shit
No,
like
Heresy Buster 420 Blazer.
that. Fucking hell.
Well, if you get rid of the sincerity, it'll fit in the character.
40k Blazer.
I shall exchange Octorate for Porteous in your message.
That one.
What are we doing now?
Yeah, we'll start herding people out the
he's-
door.
Do you want to
towards
read
us.
it out to them, Tom, or do you want it to be a secret?
I'd recommend you,
You should-
share
I
with
think
us.
you should
since
read
we're
it out,
supposed to
GM.
be-
Yeah, read out your notes.
It's
to the
not my
class.
message.
Damn it.
It's Tom's.
You have to read out your note to the class. You know, you've been
It's
caught by
Tom's
the
message.
teacher. Yeah, but I'm the person who
If
set
you're
up the-
passing notes in class, you have to share it with everyone.
Yes, I'm the person who set up that fucking channel, so I want to know.
Are you sharing it, Tom? You don't have to. It's fine.
How much love declaring have you put in it?
I think I'm just gonna post it in the group chat rather than read it out.
Oh, okay.
A little bit.
Well,
Oh, it's that personal, is it?
Is
Oh,
somebody
you-
shy?
It's not personal at all.
Oh, so cute.
Can't read it out, can he?
All right, faggots. All right, I'll read it out for you. All right. Fucking hell.
Sincerely, Limelight.
Sorry. Continue.
No, you're not. No, I'll reconsider it again. Fuck you guys.
Kids. So shy.
Limelight.
There, so the chat. Except I have double posted
Oh,
it.
that's too long.
No, I
Can't
double
read that.
I double posted it. It's only one. There's a cut off in the middle. Just read it. It's not that long.
Unfortunately, my Skype's crashing, so I can't see.
So you have to read it. Fuck you guys. You don't want burst to laughter and I expect me to read shit for you, faglots.
I'm not even kidding. My Skype has crashed.
Which is be able to.
I'm not even sure how I'm talking to you guys, so you actually do to read it or I
Okay,
can't.
that was that should probably not backfire on us,
I know.
Can somebody clue me
but
in?
it will somehow. I know because that's how this is going.
Can somebody clue me in, because I don't know what's been said.
Just basically saying what we were on about, but
I want to know the juicy goss.
What?
oh shit, we killed the demon host, and that guy's working somewhere in the port.
And he's basically the
Basically
reason for 90% of their problems,
Okay,
instead
Better.
of us.
is that really it? Okay then, fine.
What really it? What I wrote?
I was expecting there to be some more juicy stuff in there, but
No.
okay.
There's none. You bunch of Nancy's.
Why do you get so defensive about it?
Okay.
I bet you he sent a second message declaring his undying love.
Don't tempt me, Frodo. Right. Yeah, I send that.
Okay, you sent. It gets sent. There is no immediate response.
As usual. This is a very one-way relationship, Tom. Right, yes.
I'm going to bet you anything that if there is a response, it's going to be, yes, please show up at this exact location unarmed.
And with your hands up.
I won't be happy with Saglin if that's the case.
And your ass is ready to be probed.
Who does she think I am? Some sort of
idiot? Yes.
I'm sorry, I can just see it happening at this point, sadly.
Yeah, like...
Right, in that case then, I wish to phone Sank Strenwell.
Oh. Wait, can we phone Sank?
Alright, you link up your
mic.
microbead to the local Vox system and call up his number.
Wait, Sank, right. Oh, I was thinking of the other.
It's gonna go for a few moments, but it's gonna answer with a hello. Who is this?
Wait, his voice is...
Hey, Sank, it's Helios.
Oh, Helios, my friend. How can I help you?
When did he become
So
a carpet
guys,
dealer?
we managed to meet with our employers. So far, all seems good. Looking for some information, if you're willing.
Well, but of course, would you like to come up? I heard there was a big problem at the port. I can only hope that you weren't involved.
Quick out of character question here. Is this a conversation that we can all listen in on, or is it one-to-one?
Yeah, you can listen in on it if you want.
Guys, might I remind you that we were supposed to, he was trusting us to deliver something.
I'm more wary about the fact that he's suddenly inviting us up so easily without being
He
like
invited us
we
up
kinda
last
just-
time. He went and tended to us in his penthouse, sat on chairs of lovely designer with us.
Yeah, but that was before, like, we kind of just, ruined his word.
Yeah, we did kind of blow up a bunch of shit.
Yeah, and we didn't deliver those fruits. I'm just saying we should be cautious. This is with the handover.
Sank Strenwell hasn't let us down before.
Yeah, but he's-
Oh, I remember his accent now. He's not Russian. He's Irish.
I was literally
hey, Russian.
just about to
That
be
was
like
Turkish
that
carpet
that
dealer.
feel when you can't remember.
Yeah,
what
that was
accent
Turkish
you
carpet dealer. You're right.
Yeah, it was.
I'm not saying not to trust the guy, but I am saying
I just noticed, like, I am Sank Strenwell. Yeah, no, there we go.
I'm
Okay.
I'm not saying not to trust him, but I am saying that maybe caution, especially considering everything we've blown
Do you want
up.
me to be a sacrificial lamb?
Somebody who isn't me.
I'm just gonna say, like, of course. I suppose I owe you an update on the situation at hand. Unfortunately, whereas we were not the direct cause of what happened at the at the thing.
Just say no. Just say we didn't do it.
Okay, lie to him, sure. Yeah, well,
just say shit got.
yeah, sure. We'll be up soon.
Yes, we accept the booty call. Our booties will be there.
See you soon, Mr.
All right.
Strenwell.
I'll be here for the rest of the day.
Right, we're gonna make our way there.
He's gonna kill us.
Yep, you all heading up to the upper hive?
Yeah, sure, why not?
Damn it, lying to him is just gonna get us killed even faster.
Look,
Yes.
to be fair, not getting oranges kind of wasn't our fault. I mean, it
Wasn't our
really...
fault.
Yeah, it was those guys that did shoot down the freaking thing that had chaos with the capital C markings on it.
Now I understand what's wrong. Like, House Strenwell is your one peer in this entire campaign.
Exactly.
Eight enemies.
Exactly, which is why we need to hold fast with Strenwell. He's our buddy. He's gonna take care of us. In before traitors. Anyway, right, going to him.
How many people? Just as a quick question, how many people would I have to seduce to like get another ally for us?
I mean, a peer is something a bit more significant than, hey, yeah, I'll have sex with you.
No, just how many people would I have to seduce to work my way up to getting as another peer? Because we could really use one right at this point.
You need to do a lot of seduction,
Waiting for
charming,
the
deceiving.
Sangstrom roll favor. I'm waiting for that. And he's like, hey, can you do this for me? And it's like, ah, shit.
Yeah, he's gonna ask a favor. But
He's going to ask us
otherwise,
to do some fetch quests for him, yeah? Can I have 7 diseased bear asses?
just bare asses.
Right, okay. We're going to him. Go. Transition.
Okay.
How did you do that? You gotta get
You all make your way through the mag rails and the vacuum lifts up to the upper hive. And you make your way to the corner where you remember Sangstrom was dwelling to be, you know, down an alleyway through a door. And you find that the door is half open when you arrive.
I draw my counter down.
What? Yeah, just
And back against
can
the
we
wall.
all be very careful? Like
Up comes the plasma rifle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like motion with my hand and back people against the wall and like call.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna
Shall I
call
just-
call waste to the front.
Before anybody does anything, I'm gonna buzz in with my microbead. I'm gonna say, okay, stand while I scan. I'm gonna drop an Auspex scan on this.
Go right ahead.
Basically,
What are you scanning for?
It's tech use, correct?
I believe so. What are you scanning for?
Basically any life forms in the area that aren't us.
Mhm.
Any modifiers?
In a hive. Ooh, shoot.
No,
Let's give it
in
a
the-
plus 20, shall we?
In this dwelling, I'm not like turning it on everybody around, just like scanning the immediate area.
Yeah, focus beam, plus 20.
Woo!
All right. You detect that there is one life form inside. An elderly male. Quite healthy.
Is Sank elderly? I don't know.
Is it
I don't know.
Scottish
He's not fucking
slash
young.
Russian?
Have you seen his icon?
Yeah, I
Well, I'm
suppose.
definitely.
Then I'm
Definitely,
gonna,
like-
then I'm gonna
Can you roll specs
communicate
detective
that.
they're
To them.
Scottish.
Say
In
what,
that case, then I'm gonna like.
Yeah,
I was
just
gonna say,
we have
then
a couple of us each side of the doors just to be safe.
Yeah, I'll breach first. Just melee.
No,
I
no.
wouldn't-
Just have Helios just be saying at the door, knock. Have Wheeze and Row just at each side of it, just in cover, just in case.
Standing ready, yeah.
Yeah, and I'll hide behind Helios.
Yeah, of course.
I'm sorry. That was good.
Oh, fucking damn it. You're weak. I'll make you strong.
I will hide behind Helios.
Oh, that's the point. Did anybody have any unfilled bonds? I haven't checked that.
Oh yes, I have to confront her about her crazy demon tech use, but I haven't had a chance to do that.
We could have talked about it at the safe house, but yeah, okay, we could talk about
Yeah,
it.
I didn't realize. I totally spaced about it.
That's fine.
I meant to do it on the maglev train, but the player wasn't here. Remember?
Yeah, sorry about that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's just life.
Like I said, I recommend we breach fast, but don't slash the moment we see someone.
Are we
Go.
breaching? We're not breaking down his door, are we?
Hey,
What-
fuck it.
what?
The door's
No,
half open.
they're
I'm
just
gonna move
what
in
he
quietly.
doesn't mean breach is in like smash everything in and run in. What he means is like stack up and move in an orderly procession, so that if anything's in there to rip our faces off, it's gonna get a face full of
We
plasma.
rip
instead of
its
full
face
of
off
face.
first.
Yeah, fuck this actually. Yeah, like since the door's half open, we don't need to open it or anything. I'm just gonna flick my stunner on and I'll just like motion to everyone that'll move in quietly.
Mhm.
So like follow me quietly.
Okay.
Something.
I'll go in like between Wheeze and Row. Row in front of me, Wheeze behind me.
No, I'm leading. So like it's gonna be the opposite way.
Okay, Row
Just
can
go in. Let's
behind
just
me
go
so you
in.
can
Let's
check
just
on
go
me.
in. Breach. Go, 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 go.
All right, so first in is
Me.
Then
second.
me.
And I'll
Then me.
and I'm no, I'm second. I've got more HP
Oh,
now.
fine.
I'm gonna go behind
behind
all-
Row. I'll be on Row.
I'm going behind all of you. So I
Alright.
still have the option of running.
You guys slowly but assuredly move into the room. Can you all make me an initiative check, please?
Oh shit.
Ah, saw that coming.
Stummer's on.
All four of you
get
go
some-
into the room. I'll give you a description after the initiative.
Can we also have a
shit.
map?
a map. It
14.
might not be
Ding, ding, ding,
necessary.
ding. That's a pretty
Can't remember how
sexy,
to roll it.
pretty sexy natural 10.
You know.
God.
Damn it.
This is why I'm standing at the back.
I got the worst.
I hate you guys. I told you. I told you.
Okay.
I knew it. I knew he'd hate it. He'd kill us. Oh wait, what if he's being held hostage? Oh man, we could really fucking stock him to this guy.
But I only got one life sign.
Doug, did we not gain anything from saying going in stealth and then using stummer? Because I said that.
Oh, okay. Well, if people don't talk over each other, I'd catch everything.
Right.
Go ahead and make that stealth roll now, then, if all of you are doing it. Make it as a group.
I'll make it for the group if that's
Yep.
if that's okay.
If you
And-
screw up, I'll be pissed.
We get a plus 30 from the stummer.
Yeah, but you know it's you.
Here
Hmm.
we go. Did it?
Oh,
That's all right.
The stummer makes it so easy.
We've made a good stealth roll. That's new.
Okay. So,
They don't
Helios,
see us coming through the door.
all four of you actually make your way through the door. And coming out of what you believe to be the kitchen, you see that the body of a half-naked male is thrown and collides with the wall to your left.
Oh no.
As in coming out of the kitchen, as if they were just thrown over somebody's shoulders. It's not somebody that you
the man?
recognize, although they're clean unconscious. It would appear that the living room and the main lounge area have several bits of damaged furniture, and there's been some kind of ruckus in here.
Okay, Ray. I suggest we draw our weapons and start making
Can
our
I
way
see?
to where
Can I
the
see who
bodies
the
are.
person is who hit the wall?
It's not somebody that you recognize. It is somebody
That's-
wearing, well, basically just their underwear, essentially, and appears to have lots of bruisings and red marks across their body.
The fuck?
Let's
and they
not
just
joke.
got
By
lost. They
astrology.
weren't carried by anything.
Who is? Do we actually have a map for this bit or not?
We do not.
Right, okay.
It's very
I-
simple. Right ahead of you, you have stairs going upwards to the next level. On your right, you have the lounge area. On your left, you have the living room, and then just to the left of the stairs, about 2 meters, you have the doorway to presumably the kitchen. And the space between the doorway and the wall to your left is only about 5 meters
So where did the body come out from?
from the kitchen door.
Okay. I want to staying where I am, level with the door. I just want to strafe and stand in front of the door and, with both pistols out, and
Okay.
look
I'll move
through
up
the
to the
kitchen door.
I'll move up to the door frame as well.
You look
I was
through
doing
to the
that.
kitchen door, and you can see a Sack Strenwell there in his suit, although it seems to be torn in several places as he seems to have been in a bit of a fight. While another half-naked man is jumping on his back with a dagger in hand, trying to grapple him and stab him.
Oh, we're in.
Okay, I have the thing that lets me fire into melee without penalty as a heads up.
That's all good.
I'm gonna like.
Tom, can you make me an awareness with -20, please?
Remember, you've got that thing that lets you retake an awareness test on minus.
Yes, don't forget that.
Thing. No, failure.
I can
I'd say
re-roll that.
retake it.
And Helios gets sucker punched
I
in the
mean,
door
if you
without
try and
seeing it.
re-roll it, the target number will be 0.
That's
Yeah,
it,
you got a point actually. So I guess I won't do
You
that.
can always fish for a 1, though.
like
I suppose I
you
could.
get to re-roll it for free. Why wouldn't you?
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, what's the worst that can happen? You
That would be
miss?
a no.
Oh, nice fucking roll, Tom. Jesus.
Sorry.
Sucker punched in
Fine,
the
so you
door.
see that gentleman in front of you. Are you doing anything else this turn? You've probably done a half move right now.
Right, okay then. So. How far am I away from him then?
About 4 meters.
Right, so would I be able to? I don't want to shoot because I haven't got the abilities.
It's remember. I can sort this out next turn.
I know, but
I can open fire on this guy and have a very.
Oh.
I have upped my firepower again.
I want to pull out my shock baton, put it on shock, and I want to throw it at him, at the guy on his back.
Throw it.
Okay. I want to clarify. They're not just engaged in melee. They are in a fully flung grapple right now with each other. They're inhabiting a single space.
Yeah, if you hit him, you're gonna hit both of them.
Oh shit! I like how you pulled out your melee weapon, then you instantly converted it back to a ranged attack, so now it can hit either of them again.
All right, I'm gonna throw a fucking bowler. All right, I'm gonna throw a bowler. How's that?
Wait.
I can't
That's
hit
gonna
anyone.
tie. Stop! That might tie him together. Which we've got a guy with a fucking knife. Do you really want to keep him right on top of our
Yes.
ally?
End of the day. Oh, fuck.
I also want to say the ready action, which allows you to swap weapons, is also a half action.
I've got the ability which allows me to just draw them as a free.
Okay.
Side note, I've got an idea, by the way. I could cause the assailant to hallucinate.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Yes,
I'm gonna
and
move up.
you're also a crazy psyker, and you're probably going to kill us all. How about we do something like let me shoot the guy?
I'm gonna move up to him and get him and ready a grapple.
Okay.
I could shoot him.
Cool. Awesome.
Yeah. Well. Soon. See him. Right. That'll be me. then.
Katarina, as you just see Helios going up to the door at present and moving through it, is it when you get a chance to act?
Well, fair enough.
Oh shit! You can't see him.
I'm gonna shout to everyone else. Stremwell's in danger.
That's it. That's what
Don't.
we need.
If you shout, you might shatter our surprise round.
Nah.
Well, I could telepathic
We're-
link
we're in
with
a
Strenwell,
strummer.
tell him we're here.
We're in a strummer as well. So basically, we're
Well,
in
that-
a bubble of non-sound. So.
Okay.
Oh.
I'm not trying to be a rules lawyer. I'm just trying to keep us from totally hosing things.
It doesn't work like that anyway. Gunshots should be able to be heard in this, by the way. I found that out.
Yeah, I know. So yeah.
I was saying, like, I could cause the attacker to hallucinate, or I could make a telepathic link with Strenwell. Tell him we're here and ready to help.
Either or.
If
I
that's anything.
forgot.
Otherwise,
in
I'm gonna
2E,
try.
in 2E, can you use multiple psychic powers in a round?
I don't think so.
No.
If they
Well,
come
in
up-
a turn, you can only do one action, which has the concentrate subtype.
I don't do it over here. Don't set him on fire.
Yeah, I'll make him hallucinate. You know, hopefully that will go tits up. Let's see, where's the Katarina's psychic power?
So you're taking a half move towards the doorway, and then you're casting hallucinate on the assailant.
Yeah, so I've got him in. Yeah, so I've got him in sight.
Okay.
Okay, it's a focus power test, right?
Presumably, that's what it says.
Psi rating.
It is an opposed willpower test.
Wait 1 second. I haven't done this for a while, so I'm a bit.
You press the
It's just
focus
a
power
willpower
test,
test, isn't it?
and then you put in 0.
Wait, hang on.
Psi rating.
Wait.
I've got a psi rating of 2, don't I?
Doesn't Katarina have a psi focus as well that gives her a +10?
Yeah, I've also got psi focus and that cool ass staff. I don't know.
If you use half of your
Second.
psi power, then you'll also get an additional +10 per psi rating not used.
Okay, so should I just put 1 there?
Yeah.
Okay. Sound good, guys? Or shall I try and go the full Monty?
No idea
I mean,
how these work.
you don't necessarily need to on this.
Just be careful what you make him hallucinate.
I don't have control over this.
Is it not like the hallucinate?
Let's just give it a go. Unused psi rating is 1. Okay. Wait, modifier. And modifier, if any.
Game.
Modifier would probably be a +10 for your focus power.
Right. Okay, that's with +10. Let's give it a
No,
go.
sorry, your focus crystal is what I meant.
0.
You
That's,
put a +10 instead of just a regular 10.
I did put the number. I'm pretty sure. Let me try that again. Okay, unused psi rating is 1.
Yep.
And then I put the actual plus, right?
No, you don't put the actual plus.
Oh, right, okay. And then, boom.
Voila! Awesome. Tons of degrees,
Yay.
I think.
I hope.
Yeah!
So
Cool.
you roll like a D100 now to see if he's like thinks he's a chicken or something.
This fellow
No,
gets an
He rolls
opposed
double.
willpower save.
Fail.
He does not succeed.
Yay.
Oh. Something went right.
Ye of little faith.
in this one, it's if.
At this
fair,
point,
he
I'm
thinks-
downright atheistic.
146.
To be fair,
Yep.
I mean, he could always hallucinate a giant arachnid that he's trying to kill.
That would
Yeah,
be
in
losing.
this one, it's not 9s in this one for anyone who didn't know. It's
Yeah, no,
if-
it's doubles.
yeah, it's doubles. So if
11,
it was
22,
like a 50,
33.
if it was like a 55, would have been sucked.
Page 146. Hallucination effects. Okay, could you please roll me a 1d10? I believe it
Okay,
is.
Actually, funny thing, if he's completely incapacitated, we could take this bastard prisoner and find out what's going on.
That's why I didn't want you to.
That's
shoot
why
him.
I wanted to use. That's why I wanted to use hallucinate, so we could, fucking tie him up easier. If he thinks,
See, I was
like,
more worried about not killing our ally. For the folks, this is what he rolled.
7.
I looked it up.
What did I get? What did I get? I can't check Skype still.
Pretty good.
You got one of the best. He basically thinks he's dead.
Brilliant.
They got
Alright.
me.
You guess hallucination. This guy instantly starts gasping and gagging, and he falls off of Strenwell. Strenwell turns around and looks at him, kind of confused, before noticing you guys. And the assailant just crumples to the floor, dead, or as far as
Just
you guys
sits
can view.
Quick question.
Helios, could you please make me a challenging intelligence test?
Do we have handcuffs or something? Because even if he's dead, we're going to tie this guy up.
Got ball.
Got the
Is,
bolus.
is challenging minus 10?
Yeah, it's +0. Cheers to you, sir.
Oh, baby! I am clever!
That's beautiful.
Yeah,
Oh, God.
All right.
I believe
You
he's
realise that he
probably
is not
alive.
dead, however, heavily unconscious. Like, super sedated.
I just sort of raise my arm, just in a sort of a mic drop motion.
Wheeze, on your left-hand side, you're going to see that the gentleman who was thrown to the wall is waking up. And is starting to get up and getting his bearings.
Chop,
Oh,
chop,
we
chop,
can't have that.
chop.
Yeah.
Yeah,
got
no,
one.
this has to stop.
I'm gonna bludgeon him with the power ball on Lawsane.
Okay.
Yeah, do I have enough room to charge and crunch him up?
For sure, yeah.
Yeah, I'll definitely do that. I can't remember what you get from a charge. I think it's a +20.
It is indeed.
Is it? +20.
Put him down.
Okay. Right. Wow, I fucked that actually. In fact, wait. I actually have
Shock
Blade
yourself.
Master. I have Blade Master, so I can re-roll any failed weapon skill test. I think.
Uh-huh.
Did you just do that again? Oh wow, even bigger failure.
Ooh.
You stun yourself in the.
Oh.
You
You
stun
gotta,
yourself.
you gotta fate that one.
Please,
I've actually
David.
got 2 weapons, so I'll just hit him with something else.
I'm pretty
else
sure
do I-
something bad happens on a 100.
Dude, just fate it, please.
Fade
You
it,
can-
yeah. I think that
You
destroys
can
your
jam my
weapon.
power maul if you want. It's not like a, it's not like the the ghost blade that like sets on fire in my hands. Melee weapons don't jam. In fact, yeah, we'll fit it. Why not?
Okay.
Oh, fucking come on. There we go.
Hey, there you go. Alright, cool. So presumably we all roll the damage.
Yes. And if this has the shocking effect, so like,
Yep.
you'll have to remember what that does.
I've got that up there. Don't worry.
That's the damage.
Okay, he takes that. He's fucking smacked because he's not wearing any armor whatsoever.
I was about to say, wasn't he like
He's
get on the floor as well, and I was beating him down effectively.
Ooh.
Oh my god. Does
He
he want to
suffered
faint
one level
it?
of fatigue and is stunned for. He's stunned for 5 rounds.
Okay, so both of them are basically down, right?
Can I take this moment to just ask Sank this one question? Why are they not wearing any clothes?
I believe it's Rose Go.
Okay. So wait, before he answers, both of them have been put down, correct?
The 2 that you know of, yeah.
Might be some
Okay.
upstairs.
Now I scanned for
You-
life forms and these fuckers didn't show up. Is there anything on them that would explain that I can see?
Well,
Not that you can
I
see.
mean, their junk's not that impressive.
That's very helpful.
Are they
Then-
like? Can we get a description of their faces?
Or a description of anything, because I'm trying to figure out if I can do one more scan to make sure if there are any more still in the building.
So you haven't seen into the kitchen yet, so you only know that one of them is down right now.
Shit.
Because remember, the round is all simultaneous.
Oh,
Right.
What
Forgot.
happened? Sorry, to the one that Rose, not Rose. Sorry, we.
He's stunned.
Caved him in.
Well, I don't suppose we could have a like what their faces look like.
Yeah, of course. They seem to be bald, completely hairless on their faces and heads, actually. Although they have little hair anywhere else. They're quite muscular, look quite tough, and they just seem to be wearing some kind of monk-like underwear.
Huh, cultists.
No significant markings, tattoos, insignia, scars.
None.
Pieces
They
of
seem
metal?
clean.
Wow.
This isn't normal, guys.
Oh,
Okay, then yeah, he doesn't know the guy in the kitchen's down. He's gonna sweep in there. And are there any other exits out of the kitchen area?
There is one shut door towards the other side.
And he's gonna cover that, but not advance through it just yet. We've got whole thing. That's the important part.
Okay. You guys have pretty much all gone into the kitchen except for Wheeze, who's just stunned a guy at the other end, who like
And is
it
standing
yells
over him.
and screams in response. Sank's looking down at the guy in front of him, and looks over to you and realizes what must have happened. He's like, "Yeah, killed him. What the bloody hell was that for?"
We shake our heads.
I just
Well,
like
I
start
shake my
going.
head, like,
I just go. He ain't dead, probably. Also, why are they naked?
yeah, I'm just gonna gesture at Katarina and just say like, so she does some mind juju. He's not dead. He's just
He's just
sleeping heavily, and like I like smile to almost make light of the situation, even though it's like not a fun situation.
Again, why are they naked, Sank? Why are they naked?
Like,
And
Why
what
are
on
they
earth
naked and
gives
why
you the
would they
right to
attack
come
you?
into my home and just knock them out like that? That's having a good time there.
There we go.
I wish I could show you the blank expression on my face right now.
I knew it.
okay,
knew
I was
it.
like, I'm gonna like blankly stare at him. I'm gonna like, Sank, we spoke to you less than. How long has it been?
It
An
can't
hour?
even have been an hour.
2? Well,
Yeah, something like
we had, yeah. We spoke to you like less than 2 hours. I like take my compad out. I'm gonna like show it up to him and show him the fact that I've contacted him. Like,
Oh
I'm
no,
back
no,
on
that's
history.
fine. I understand that, but you've just come in here and started like, "Is Lenny okay?" And he looks past the door towards the clobbered guy who looks to be near dead.
Yeah. I was about to say, like,
He'll live.
as this is all going, I'm gonna drag the unconscious body into the kitchen, like by its foot, just walking
His
away.
face is pretty fucked up.
Okay, I'm gonna like, my face is gonna immediately go like stony. I'm like, all right, Sang, what the hell is this?
Listen,
Lenny?
I think this might be his private time, guys. I don't think we should really intrude on this.
listen. I hire these guys to jump me on a regular basis so that I can keep my like wits about me.
Dude, back up. What?
I'm gonna immediately laugh at that, like in character. Be like,
If it was an assassination attempt, do you think they'd be butt fucking naked?
Oh, yeah, I was wondering.
That's how I know it's not deadly.
Okay.
Like when you said jump, I assume you meant like as in like mug you, not as in like the American like, oh, I'm gonna jump.
I'm gonna like go over to Sank and like punch him on like the chest, like not playfully. That's really gay. Like, and we're like, I'm like, oh Sank, I thought you were a real danger. But you must have a real arm on you if you could throw him across the room like 10 meters. That's pretty good.
There's
Like,
also the fact, and I hate to bring this up, that these gentlemen didn't show up on an auspex scan.
Can I just walk up to Sam quickly and just ask this one question? It's like, do these guys do any other services?
Congratulations, you just made a Skitari facepalm.
I immediately put my hand on your face and push you out of the frame. It's like, no, bad Katarina, get out. Adults are talking.
It's just like
I
bad
think they
Katarina.
sometimes.
No,
Katarina, you go home.
Wait, I want to
Just-
know what Sam said. I want to know what Sam said to me.
just start swatting you with a rolled up newspaper, like
Oh.
bam.
Damn it! Stop it! Breathing!
Fucking hell.
Sank replies, well, I think they make a good brew.
Oh God.
Okay. Sank,
I might take you up on that sometime.
you're aware these guys don't show up on scans, right? On Auspex scans. Want to explain that?
How the fuck are they supposed to jump me if they show up on my scans? I thought the whole place security'd up.
How'd they manage that though? How are they doing that?
Oh, fucking naked.
Fuck if I know, they just do it.
How much are you paying these men?
I did.
How much?
Oh, I think maybe 200 gelt for each jump.
You could do this for much cheaper.
Yes, we could do this for much cheaper.
But I don't think you wouldn't show up on me scanners.
No, we'll shoot you.
You're just gonna get the most I'm sorry, you've got a Skitari standing here looking like he has no idea what the fuck is going on.
We just go like, yeah, but we can guarantee you'll be dead before you look at it.
Yeah, it was like true, but we'd probably put a sword through all your scanners, so you know.
And I'd be away before you could get to me. See, this is why I pay for quality, not for... Well, I don't mean to say you're not quality, but you get my point.
He gets a playful death stare.
I just like sort of do like an Ocean Twin air high five, just like yeah.
Heaven forbid, Emperor forbid, you guys are quality something. Like, he's gonna like kneel down and examine the person that was on his back.
Like, considering you invited us round, surely you anticipated that this might happen.
Well, you see, the whole part of keeping me on my toes is that I don't know when they're going to jump me.
God damn it, man.
It's just a good point.
Oh lord.
It kind of defeats the purpose if we just plan the encounter.
Which reminds me,
guys,
what's Sangströmer look like? Is he like got power armor on or some shit? How did you throw a man 10 meters across the room? You got an arm on you. Holy crap.
Maneuverability.
It's all in the knees, laddie.
He
It's all
is
in the knees.
quite top heavy and muscular and extremely buff given his age.
Is he shirtless as well?
No, he's in a kind of like ripped and tattered suit now after this little
Can I
soiree.
just say, how much do you bench?
Bench.
He
Yeah,
means
Bench
lift.
press.
Oh, I think once a week I go on like compete with a servitor.
Well, for an unaugmented
you're saying-
human being, I'm impressed.
So you're saying you're like,
Do you guys get an idea that his strength score is something like 60?
I'm gonna like
And his
kneel
toughness
down.
is at least 50.
I'm gonna like kneel down next to the one that's like asleep and like try and wake him up then with a few like swift slaps.
oh, I can try and wake him up.
No.
In fact, yeah, why not?
Really?
Hold on, hold on. No, I found something for an example to show you, to kind of show you how Buffy is in a suit.
Oh, fucking hell.
Give
Oh,
me a
this should be
second.
interesting.
Arnold
Going on
Schwarzenegger.
Googling buff men in
Yeah.
suits.
Yeah.
The things you have to Google when you're a GM, it gets interesting.
Fucking hell.
Seriously?
I saw that coming a mile away. And his
No,
name.
that's kind of like how Buffy is in a suit. Like he's
And his
pretty
name is
fucking
Sank
hefty.
Sternwell. Fucking hell.
Oh, this session is gonna kill me.
All right.
I feel sorry for anyone who tries to listen to this after.
I'm not gonna make it. I'm not gonna make it.
All they're
So
going to hear
fair.
is cackling.
I'll dump the other naked guy
So,
on the other guy. and
Sank
we'll
says,
just
so
get back
what
to
the
it."
fuck did you do to Gary?
Juju, I told you.
I just say I made him think he
Jojo.
was dead.
What?
He'd probably,
in-
probably wake up by
What
now.
in the throne is Juju?
He thinks he's dead.
Psychic shit, my friend.
He kind of goes wide-eyed and looks straight at Katarina.
Oh, why did you say psychic?
I just like sort of wave.
He gets straight to his feet and is in like a guarded pose now.
Oh, thank you.
I'm like, what?
I-
You got a problem? You got a problem with Psychus?
No, it's just usually
She's-
they're a
she's
bit more
perfectly-
obvious.
She's perfectly
I'm perfectly.
I'm gonna like frown and say like licensed.
Yeah, I just feel like you could say that.
I mean, usually when the psychers are tithed, they come back a bit. You know, if they come back at all, they're a bit more marked.
I'm gonna like laugh and like she's also semi-mechanicus, so it's a bit weird like that.
I just go like, oh, you think I'm not marked? I'm marked. I just lift up like the back of my cloak and show a tramp stamp saying "Thug Life."
Well, she's definitely touched, I'll give you that.
So the Mechanicus have psychers now.
No,
Yeah.
they don't. She's just a like wait for it, like special.
She's an
case.
anomaly.
I just go
Oh my
like,
God.
I'm a specialist.
She's an anomaly.
You're certainly a special something.
Ooh.
And he's
Right,
he's
I'm
gonna
just
like
gonna-
wink at you, but doesn't know if that was awkward or not.
I just like.
I'm gonna look him dead in the eyes and just shake my head really slowly. Like, nope. Never.
Oddly enough,
And-
you guys are gonna realize this, like being confronted with a psyker. This is the most nervous like Sank has ever been in his time knowing you guys.
I've noticed things have gone off topic slightly, so I'm just gonna tap the table slightly with my baton, just like bang bang, like come on, let's get back
Well,
to
I'm
it.
just gonna do like a really girly like giggle after, just like that nice little wink.
Right. Okay. Okay. I'm gonna like Sank. You offered us help. Can we talk about that?
Yeah, why don't you guys go? Yeah, just go through to my lounge. I'll be there in a minute.
I'm tempted
Alright,
to like
no.
as we walk through, I just like slap him on the butt. I'm really tempted to do it, but I'm not going to.
I will.
What
I
the
will.
fuck did you do to Lenny? As he sees Lenny's like crumpled face now.
I'll tap the same counter with the same baton.
I just go like, that wasn't me.
I was like blood force trauma, Sank. Blood force trauma.
I
You
just
guys
go like,
need to work on your diplomacy. Can I just say that?
We thought they were trying to kill you. Diplomacy wasn't exactly high on our list of things to try.
You guys would make terrible bodyguards.
Hey, you don't say.
Well,
He spends the next few moments like picking these two guys up and putting them on some chairs, just trying to making sure they're okay.
Just for this entire situation's sake, I would have really preferred it if Dirt just rolled really high initiative, just killed everyone in the first second.
Oh god, I am so glad that didn't happen.
Just because it's like,
I know you guys were quite tame given your usual. was expecting
it's just
worse.
Which means, guys, we're becoming not overt. Hooray!
Oh, that's just like the thing. It's just like our Inquisitor said it's just like you need more stuff. So I was just like, okay, instead of setting him on fucking fire, how about I just make him think he's dead?
Well, I didn't. Shut up.
It's quiet.
So, you guys spend a few minutes in the lounge, then Sank comes through and appears to have changed his suit before you arrive. Says,
It's
right.
like, looking sharp, man.
So what can I do you for? As he takes a sit in the armchair.
Don't.
Right, so, Sank, you remember a while ago when we spoke about a certain someone called Eldrick Havelfast?
Eldrick Havelfast. Ah, yes, is that the little shit that killed my previous client?
Well, he didn't per se, he didn't personally kill him, but what he did certainly led to his eventual demise. So, kind of, yeah. Well,
I don't understand.
we
We're
had...
dealing with a chain of people here.
Yeah, it's
It's not
like
one man doing everything. This is an organization almost.
it's like a drug cartel, only more heretical.
Just no.
But
Oh
not,
my god.
But not that word.
So you're telling me that Eldrick's dead?
No, what I'm telling you is...
in progress.
Remember how I told you that we had a bead on him and we had leverage over this man?
Aye, I remember retrieving the communicator to trigger his damn explosive.
Well, it appears somehow he managed to remove that explosive. Or he has gone somewhere where we physically cannot detonate it from our current position.
Or
You see
someone
Sank
detonated
loses
it.
his smile and leans forward and says, "Are you telling me that the one part of our agreement that was on my side you failed at?"
I'm telling you that if you can tell us where he is, we will now be going straight to him and tying up a loose end. Permanently.
What did you plan to do with this little Haverfast?
We'll give him to you to kill.
If
I'll
you,
rev my chainsaw at that
if
moment.
You can personally take care of it.
we
if
can
you
get
like.
him out, as long as you give us the chance to interrogate him first, he's all yours.
Heck, you can come with us if you want to make sure
Now
you
that
do
I
the
can
job.
agree with. I do know a bit about the Haverfasts. They're one of the older houses of the consortium.
Of course.
Although I think they've taken a big hit recently with Port Guy going offline.
Yeah.
You wouldn't
I-
happen to know anything about that now, would you?
No, of course not.
I'm just gonna like, my face is gonna go a bit sour and be like,
Just
listen.
gonna rest my hand on Helis's shoulder
If it
and
were
just
her,
shake
that.
my head.
no, I'm just gonna say, you know, when we told you about
say it, don't
that
say it,
the large mechanical monstrosity in the abandoned place, right?
Aye.
Now imagine that and magnify it by about at least 5.
I'm gonna get ready to erase his mind if you guys want.
And I'm gonna not for your personal safety and mental health, I will not be able to tell you any more than that. Technically, I'm not allowed to tell you any more than that. So,
Are you telling me there was a Titan that ripped up the port?
Not a Titan.
I'm just
Not a
gonna start
Titan.
wringing-
but
like my hands are like clenching, like I'm trying to like.
I just like sort of-
wring
I
out
just
the
like-
air almost. At this
I just
point.
sort of like lean into him and just say, "What's the worst thing you can imagine?"
A Titan
up.
ripping up the port.
What's
No.
I'm just gonna like
worse
frown.
than
I'm like,
Titan?
yeah, okay, a
Imagine
Titan rips up the
worse
port,
than
totally.
Titan.
Now, moving on. Basically, it was just really bad. Okay, we personally did not do that in the slightest. However, bad people did. We're here to stop bad people. Okay.
Holy crap! That's a Titan.
Damn it.
Ooh.
Yes.
I went to Google it quickly.
So
A
what I'm
Titans are
saying
the size
is,
of buildings.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I can see.
so what I'm saying is, there are nasty things at work here on Desolium, and we are slowly trying, with the help of, with the semi-help of the Albites, we're trying to deal with this problem.
Ah, Helios, so you're working with the arbitrators now.
Kind of.
I was gonna like laugh once and be like, kind of
working in the same direction.
well,
I'd say he's more chatting them up.
working the same. I'm gonna point at Ro. I'm like, what he said in the same direction, definitely. We share assets.
We have
Aha.
similar goals. You guys are terrible at this.
So yeah.
Did you ever get in trouble at school?
Nope.
Well, I
That
must
was a good
say,
place.
and he bows his head, it is an honor to serve the Lex Imperialis. Although I can't really imagine that's why you came to see me.
As I said. Fucking drop something. Bending. As I said, we need to find this Eldrick Hammerfast. We need to
Question and kill him.
write him off as a lost cause in one way or the other. Bringing him to you would certainly serve that purpose.
You know, one of my clients, let's say, was given an invite to some kind of soiree later this
fucking
evening.
hell. Oh, fucking hell.
I'm gonna immediately frown at that. You're like, do you have any suits then? Because I don't know about you,
Oh, come on, we're not asking.
but we're
for suits,
certainly
dude.
not sort of fit
Wait.
for field. We're kind of for field work right now.
Wait, I just have to. Do you have
Now
a
listen here, like, I know that Eldrick must be young and he's a part of the Cloud Boys, presumably, from what I'm understanding here.
Cloud Boys. I thought it
So
was
he's
part of the
probably
baby
going to
faces.
be at this soiree because it's only been young nobles that have been invited. There's a couple older ones that, like, aren't that important.
How old is everyone here?
I'm gonna grin like I'm young, kind of.
Uh-huh.
I think I'm the youngest here out of the group.
You won't be
And
out
the
of
fact
place,
that
but
I'm-
certainly you won't find any more older and respectable gentlemen there.
What's the age limit?
Well, there isn't one. There will be some old people there who have some exotic tastes.
We may
I'm like
stand
21.
out.
I'm 21, so I'm on the young side here. So
I
We
am.
may
Now, from
stand
what I
out if we
understand,
attempt
this is actually a masquerade.
hello.
So, of
We
course,
all
you'll
have
have to wear your
masks.
suits or dresses in the ladies' case. And you'll probably have to mask up. One crucial detail that I do know is that you can't enter with any weapons, and that they will have a servo skull giving you a full body scan before you're able to enter.
That's problematic.
Oh, we can kill him with a spork.
Now, I'm not suggesting that you go in there
Well,
guns blazing, but perhaps you could find out more about Eldrick at the masquerade and then find him at a later time. Certainly, because it's a masquerade, that he might not recognize you.
I'm not gonna
He's
lie.
recognize it.
Uh, we did at the time perform an extensive interrogation.
That's why it's a masquerade.
If we spoke to him at all, he'd probably know exactly who we were.
Side note, Wheeze and Bro wouldn't be able to come in with us.
Yeah, we're kind of stand
They're
out.
they would stand out. Me and Helios are the only ones who can really actually take
I
off
mean,
our...
It's
Implant.
not uncommon for people to dress as members of the Mechanicus, or perhaps have such a unique mask as Wheeze does. No, I think
Still-
out of all of you, you two would probably fit in the most. In fact, if Ro could maybe fit a suit over his main torso, perhaps he could fit in as well as quite one of the more significant masquerades.
I'm not sure if he wants to take off his poncho. He's quite
This is
attached to it.
not something I have much experience with. I'm going to say that in advance.
You need not wear a suit. You could probably wear robes as well. Although I think probably you want to get some unmarked robes for yourself.
I still think they'd stand out quite a lot. Like, it would draw attention to them if we go in low profile.
I mean, I haven't worn a suit in 15 years.
Yeah, and I've never worn a dress.
I was always quite chipper. I mean,
I'll do this if you want, but
Yeah, I'm just saying, like, if
social
we,
events weren't exactly on my. They
If you
weren't
guys-
something that really happens in a Forge world.
If you want to cover, like, the outside, like, case adjoint and see if, like, anything gets called in, like, they call backup to the
Yeah.
place.
Oh no,
That's-
you're not going to be able to cover anything. See, what happens is, from what I understand of the job description,
Something from
me
outside.
and myself and my client would have been escorted to a predetermined location, and we would have been stripped of any weapons that we had at the time. They would have been stashed with another member of their group, and then essentially would have been blindfolded and taken to where the party would be.
The more I hear about this, the less I like it.
I mean,
The
like,
whole kind of
they could
unwritten
sort of
rule
nail
about
them.
it is that you're not going, or you're not supposed to recognize each other. It's one of those more exotic parties, which might not exactly be legal. And so
I'm
you don't
just
want to be
like-
able to recognize each other when you're going about your business.
I'm just starting to know and go like, I'm starting to get the picture here. It's
I
I'm
mean-
just like sort of perking my ears up to this. It's like, yeah, I'm starting to like this idea.
I'm in.
But I'm also starting to think it's just like maybe as little as going in as possible. Like if stuff does go to shit, you know, we don't want to lose all of us.
I mean, could you get us suits?
And the dress.
I probably got some suits upstairs and some dresses too, in all likelihood.
How do you have a dress?
Do you really want to pry into his social life right now?
You know
Look.
what? I'm not the judgy type, so I'm gonna let
Look,
him. Not gonna
miss,
say it.
I wasn't single my entire life.
Okay.
Let's leave it at that, shall we?
Fair enough.
His younger days, he used
I
to dress up
apologize
as a
for
pretty
her.
young lady.
Right, we'll take you up on that offer then, Sank. We will
I like
take
to know
their
when my dress is
suits, and we will probably leave out. Like, I can't speak for everyone else here, but I would certainly feel much better if we left our weapons with you.
That's not a problem. I've got a locker upstairs.
I don't want to be parted from my weapon.
Then
I'd
Tang.
like to stay behind instead.
I don't think you understand how much of a debate this is for the guy. Seriously, without that thing, he's not that effective, and he knows it.
Yeah, to be fair, like internally, like Katerina just like she doesn't want to, you know, take off the ablative projector. She doesn't like to be away from it.
I mean, end of the day,
Pardon?
if you like myself, decided to go in there and shout heresy, there'd be an issue. But as long as you've got a mask on and you're masquerading, what could possibly go wrong?
Do you want a list?
What could possibly go wrong?
Do you want a list?
Already in
well-
the shit, and you don't even need to roll an inquiry for that.
Except they don't know who we are though.
If we,
I can give you a
like, if-
list.
if these two, like, if what's it called? If Katarina and Helios went and they went to these guys, got blindfolded, and me and Raw stayed outside and tailed,
Yeah.
like
you
we'd
can tell.
still be like the effective backup team if required. Like we could
Our
do
signal
that.
is if you hear a raven.
I
think
certainly
our
can't
signal
make you
would
do
be
anything, but I
screaming
do want to
gunfire.
stress that this is a high security operation. They're not going to let any arbitrators in. They're not going to let any non-private security come. But it's even a whitelist for who can go, and I can certainly get you onto that list. But if you're going to try and trail them, it might not be that easy. Heck, they might even take a vehicle.
We're gonna have to keep us as low profile as possible. That's all I'm gonna say.
I think we should all just go in.
The thing
Ah.
is, like, you might recognize a group of four, even like I'm just thinking, like, with Rose Masquerade, if Eldrick recognizes him at all,
Frank, would it be possible for us to get picked up in either 2 blocks or away from each other initially?
Certainly, from what I know, this is a kind of a dead drop location. You go, you get picked up, you leave, and then the next group comes at their allotted time slot.
Okay, so we could either go in as groups of 2 or 1 at a time.
I say we go in as couples. No,
Yeah,
groups of two.
that's probably our best bet. And I'm going to ignore any giggles that came from that.
Katerina?
I'm going to immediately look at Wheeze.
I don't like the idea of leaving a weapon behind.
Look, just think of it this way: just go grab some cutlery once you get in there and stash it. Then you have a knife.
I mean, I have a concealed weapon, I think.
If they're as thorough as he's making it out to be, they're probably going to auspex scan you multiple times.
Yeah. Well, unless
Yeah,
I
I just
leave
say
that
we go-
on, unless I leave that on me, and when they scan me, they take my weapon anyway.
No, because
So-
they will stop you from getting into the party. Cause that means
If they
you could've
take
gone-
your weapon, they may dump us all outside and say that's it.
yeah, or kill us.
It's
I
Tom-
can't take any chances.
Tom, when Sank's not looking, and you're like, oh, like, how are we gonna get a weapon into this party? Like, stealthing. I'll
Just
look
pick
at
up a
you,
knife.
and I'll turn my hand upside down, and like, where my wrist meets my hand, like, my bone protrudes into a spike for a split second, like, just slips out the skin, and then
I'm-
reverts back in.
I'm gonna like look at you and like go, and just go, oh, like it's a painful sound. it's like oh, that's
New.
well. I like just like clap my hands together. We have a stabby implement, everyone,
I just go like, ooh.
and I immediately start putting my weapons on the couch.
In fact, I noticed that your friend there's got a staff. I don't think that'll be an issue going in.
Ooh. Ooh.
Can we all have a staff now?
If only
I
if it
just
makes
can- I
sense
can
for
just
what you're
imagine-
wearing.
I just can imagine just going in a dress with a staff. What are we doing?
It's not uncommon for nobles to come in with items that can show their expenses, shall we say, and certainly a staff of that quality looks pretty damn fine to me.
Wait, guys. Show their quality and their nobility. Just I'll walk in with the ablative projector. That'll show.
I don't think
my
that's gonna
stick.
work.
Nah. Yeah, I could walk in with the staff. That'd look good. Yeah. I got my disco stick.
Right. Okay.
I just imagine the guy standing there going, "What the fuck are they doing?"
Right. So yeah, I think we're doing that. I'm gonna leave. Oh, I don't know. I can't speak for everyone else, but I'm gonna leave my weapons on the couch.
I believe the phrase "extreme reluctance" fits for how Ro's gonna disarm
Yeah,
himself.
I just look to Sang and just say, is there anywhere where you've got something extremely secure where no one can see anything?
Yeah. Where should we put
Well,
these?
I've got a
'Cause, like-
safe upstairs. I can take them up when you guys are leaving.
I'd rather personally lock my stuff in the safe.
I don't know
Alright,
if you know much about the Mechanicus, but this weapon is considered sacred in a way.
You guys
Yeah,
can come up with me if you want. It's no problem. And he
Yeah.
stands up and walks towards the stairs.
I'm just thinking about just like pulling out the fucking projector in front of him.
Just keep it wrapped up in the towel or whatever.
Yeah,
Just
I'll keep it wrapped up in the fucking cloth.
As you guys are heading up the stairs, you can hear the conversation of, Lenny, what the fuck happened to you? And you can hear a conversation going on in the kitchen about what the shit happened.
Yeah, I'm just like shouting to the kitchen. Sorry.
The conversation
Wait.
ceases.
His jaws like sideways on
Yeah,
his head.
just
like
sorry, lads. Sorry about that. Yep.
Sorry for making you think you were dead.
I'm sorry. I'm trying not to laugh my ass off at this, but that's just great.
Yeah, what the fuck happened? Oh, Lenny.
Lenny!
All right, so you guys head up the stairs and into what appears to be a private study of Sanks.
Oh,
Now, he
hold on a
goes
second. I'm
over-
getting a phone call.
Okay.
Oh, shit.
Private study of songs.
Do you have a 5-minute break? I kind of fancy making a brew.
Yeah, 5 minutes. Go on.
Okay, go back.
Right. While everyone is away, GM, I want to inquire.
Say again,
something.
sorry?
While everyone is away, GM, I wish to do something. I want to take from one of my semi-sack thing, like it looks like a sword in like an ornate scabbard, but like I like pull the top out and it's like a broken hilt basically. And I'm gonna resheath it and like I want to ask him. I don't suppose you have any smiths in your employ, like anyone who.
You have a Skatari, you know, who can do weapons. Also, by the way, fucking telemarketers.
Yep.
The penalty for telemarketing should be having a cell phone jammed into every orifice that can have something jammed into it.
And
Sorry.
yeah, I just don't. I would rather give it to Sank because then I know that he can't. Well, that it's just a matter of time before he succeeds, as opposed to failing it, possibly.
Oh, no, I'm sad.
I have faith, but I'd rather have guaranteed success. Yes,
I have faith, but I don't.
love you. So yeah, that's what I'm gonna ask. Sank. Like, do you have anyone who is able to craft or repair weapons on staff or in your knowledge?
Not here. I could certainly look into it while you guys are gone.
No, not like this. This weapon, which I need to at some point at a later date discuss what exactly it is with the GM. It's a sword, I think. I'm pretty sure it's a sword.
Which weapon are you talking about?
It's something that somewhat in my starting thing for being a noble. It's an ancestral like heirloom. It's like a saber.
You think you can bring that in?
And I want to be like, well, do you think you could see if you can find anyone who's able to repair this, and, like, strengthen it and make it usable again?
Looks like an old artifact. I think I've got a friend that could look at it. Yeah.
It'll be
You
much
want to get just
appreciated.
decorative, or you want to get for combat purposes?
Definitely the latter. But it's certainly up. I'm gonna like frown. I'm like, bearing in mind that I was trying to have this like conversation where while everyone else is like tapering off, sort of thing. So maybe I'm having it while everyone else is leaving the building at the end of this excursion. We're like, once upon a time, Sank, I was a nobleman. It didn't sit right with me, so I became this. And I was sort of like, don't elaborate any further on that. And I'm like,
He gives you a look and a look up and down, and then he seems to get a fatherly glimmer in his eye.
Like, this is pretty much the last thing I have of those times. I'd like it restoring, but I'd also like it to not be as useless as my parents were.
Ouch.
Ouch. He takes a look and puts his hand on your shoulder and says, "Don't worry. I know exactly how that feels." And then he's going to say his byes and allow you to walk out of the building at that point.
Okay, cool.
But so you're all going
Okay.
upstairs, backtracking a little bit, and you're going into this private study. Now there's a big bookcase aligned on one wall. He goes up to it and seems to fiddle with a statue in one of the slots. As the bookcase then rises up from the ground and goes up into the ceiling, revealing a large 5 by 6 meter tall vault door. One cogitator inlaid into the wall on the right hand side.
Impressive.
Bitchin'.
He goes over the cogitator, types some things in, and like does a biometric check on his eye. And then the large vault doors open inwards. It's 2 hanging doors. You'll find what is effectively Sank's personal armory, his own little munitorum of
What kind of weapon?
many different types of weapons and many different types of armors. And in the
Before
middle
he
of the
studies
room,
all
there
the
is
way
what appears to be a gold-plated table with nothing on it, and he gestures to that and says, "You can leave your weapons there."
I do so.
What kind of weapons does he have in his armory out of sheer
He's
curiosity?
got his own ablazing projector.
Shush you.
Actually, I do want to have a quick look around. There isn't anything Xenos, is there?
Hey,
There is nothing Xenos.
if it is, we can make a comment about it being a war trophy and get away with that. But no, I mean, like, are we talking like high tech weapons, just very like bolters? What are we looking at?
So you can see that along the left-hand side, there's at least one of every single type of solid projectile weapon.
Okay.
Okay.
Any energy, anything like that?
At the very back, there would appear to be a melter gun,
Ooh.
set right next to a heavy flamer.
Ooh.
On the right-hand side, you can see a large rack of explosives, grenades, C4, melter bombs, etc. Right next to a grenade launcher and missile launcher.
So,
He's
I
got
just
a
look back
missile
at him.
launcher.
I just look back and I'm just like, say, are you some sort of doomsday prepper?
This isn't Doomsday. This is a terrorist cell.
This is
And then
40K.
next to that, there is a couple of bows, swords, various low-tech weapons, as well as bowlers.
Yeah, I like look at the walls and look back at Sank and like do that like a couple of times. I'm like, you expecting a gang war? Anytime
Alongside this, there are also heavy leathers. There are several bits of flat coats. He has a full set of carapace armor at the back on the right-hand side,
Oh, beautiful.
Jesus,
perfectly fitted and laden with very beautiful designs.
We should have. I'm gonna say it again, guys. We should have brought him into that fucking factory thing.
And then also, between the melter and the heavy flamer, there appears to be a glass door, and behind that seems to be a very beautifully made archaic set of light power armor.
Oh, okay. Now, he's not going to do this in an air of I'm trying to steal this, but this Qatari is going to walk over and look at that with a bit of, oh my god, that's impressive on his face.
Yeah, I feel like
Look at us.
And-
You're trying to get us to kill him, Doug, aren't you? That's what this is about.
Like, I'm
If he
just
does
gonna
die,
say,
we're
like,
breaking in here.
how long did it take you to collect all this, Sank?
Despite my toned and refined body, Helios, I would think it's obvious to tell you that I've lived for a long time. Some of these are things that I've acquired on my journeys and adventures. Others have been rewards from nobles. A few items have been from my previous days.
Most
What
impressive.
is Sank Stonewall's job? Is he just a bodyguard for hire
Secure.
for anyone?
He's basically security for hire, from what I understand. Which means we shouldn't fuck with him.
Does anyone
just-
want to make a logic test?
Certainly.
Yo.
It's all my logic tests.
I will make a logic test because I have a decent logic score.
Can we all
Yeah,
help him?
mine's- Mine's terrible. But I mean,
No, these are like
think-
individual logic tests.
Okay, target. Modifier, I
regular.
mean. You modulated if you were saying anything.
As regular.
Boo!
oh, we don't.
We're all so bad at logic.
That's a
Well,
shame.
we're all stunned by the sudden.
Yeah.
Shut up! My brain stopped
As far as
working.
you can tell, his profession has always and will ever be purely bodyguard.
Fuck right.
Yeah, my ass.
So a lot of this must have been rewards from days with more, precious nobles. But nowadays he's not working with such higher up clients due to his age.
Anyway, I was going to say
Sorry,
we're all somewhat distracted by the beautiful armory here.
Yeah, I am very distracted. I'm just like, yeah, this fucking reads.
At that point, Sank's going to come up behind you, Ro, and place a hand on your shoulder and says, "Are you admiring the old piece?"
It's impressive. There aren't very many like this that I've seen.
Rochi leaks unguents.
I'm just thinking
Right.
in my head. Yeah. When he just says it's impressive, I'm just like thinking in my head, I'm valuable.
From what I recall, it's
my head.
part of a set of 4 given to me and my compatriots back when I was in, say, my 20s.
Okay, are there any insignia I should recognize on this sucker? Because I've got all those knowledge skills floating around.
Do you want to suggest one for me?
all of them. All
I've
of
got
them.
all of them, so I mean,
Oh, what were they called?
okay.
All
I got that. I got that
scholars.
thing that lets me have scholastic and common
Alright.
all.
Yeah, go roll me that one with a -20.
Does you care which?
No, just do the all one. Like,
Okay. Damn.
Can I try Archaeotech it? I don't know if that would help.
Actually, I don't think that's gonna apply.
Okay.
you could certainly do an architect. Give me a -30.
Damn.
1 second, I'm just looking at this.
Target number is 0.
My target number will essentially be 6 at that point.
That's
We
Ah,
it.
might
sure.
get it. It's happened.
-30, was it?
Could I do an intelligence roll on the basis of I am a noble?
Wait, 1 second.
We're gonna
I
figure
will
this
allow
guy
you
out one
to
way
do
or
an
another.
intelligence with a +20, Tom.
Hey.
And suck. Oh, I did it again. I put plus.
Okay. You would have failed anyway.
Don't I get
Well, there we go.
Do you get to re-roll it?
Well, he did screw up the thing.
But yeah.
Also, don't I get like a +10 for intelligence checks with my what do you call it thingy service score?
Do you?
I don't know, do I? I'm pretty sure.
No, I believe that just helps you with your tech use tests.
Right.
Okay, then.
Will
minus
you-
30, let's try it.
will
Roll
you-
for gold. No.
I was gonna say, will you let me use it? Have that reroll with a fate
Okay.
point.
Absolutely. You can
Okay.
spend fate points whenever you like.
Right, well, I used that fate point and got that 37 out of 51.
All right, cool. Cheeky.
We're gonna figure this guy out.
So you take a look at this, and you can see that there is some kind of noble insignia inlaid on the breast of it. It doesn't seem to be one that you're immediately familiar with, although you do know that it's quite an old house, one of the more ancient ones of the sector.
Hello.
Can I take my pad out and do a quick sketch of it for later investigation?
Yeah, sure. You take a note of it. Sank lets go of Row and turns around and just makes sure the rest of you aren't pilfering anything and are just putting all your weapons on the table.
Yeah,
He's gonna take a moment or two, and then he's gonna deposit his weapons.
Now,
He's
if you
gonna
guys
look
give
a
me a
little-
minute, I'll be back with the suits and a dress for the lady there.
The Skitari,
Oh,
by the
yeah.
way, looks
Once-
a little more relaxed having seen all this, because now he has the feeling, okay, this guy at least knows how important securing these weapons is.
Once he leaves the room, I take the ability to project it in the cloth off my back and carefully lay it down on the table. And I'm expecting for me to have a psychotic break.
And if anybody's paying attention, first you'll see that Rose lip curls up at that thing, and he
Behind
scoops
the
his
mask.
weapon to the opposite edge of the table from it.
Ro, please give me a plus 60 logic test.
Okay, this will be interesting.
I'm scared.
You notice Heresy?
You feel you should probably put the cloth over the ablative projector so that Sank doesn't see it and freak the
Yeah,
fuck
the
out.
cloth is.
Oh,
Oh, it's
Yeah,
wrapped in
she
the cloth.
said that. She said it was wrapped up.
I said wrapped in
Okay.
the cloth and then carefully put it down. I'm like, no way, I'm gonna let him see this.
Oh no, I don't even need to make a logic test for that one.
I still hate him hate leaving it. This thing's got so much emotional baggage attached to it.
Skitari doesn't like leaving his weapon either, but he really doesn't like leaving it in the same room as that thing.
So, the question remains, is anybody keeping a weapon?
I'm not.
Uh,
I don't have anything I can
I'm not.
hide, and I'm not going to
I
try.
will- I'll just keep a knife in my hand because I can always just whiz it if
Yeah.
it comes to a situation where.
I'm not I'm actually gonna be the one who's probably one of the most well equipped when we're at this party. Because I'll still have my staff and all my psycho powers. So
Yeah. You will realize that Wheeze is keeping his knife.
You might not want to do that. If they find that on you, chances are we're all in trouble.
Ooh, I just had it. No, the server schools. I was about to say it's just we could all bring a weapon in, and then I could erase their mind quickly, so they forget that they saw it. But I'm just no, wait, the server schools will log it. So
I'll look around. What's the group opinion for me having what's everyone's faces?
I'm not.
Skitari
sort
looks
of-
uncomfortable, yeah.
I'm just sort of
I'm
thinking
gonna
that's just such a bad idea.
I'm going to
gonna
shake my head and just point towards your wrist instead.
Which is also, I want you to know, creepy as hell.
We need to go and buy some sticky plasters before we leave.
When being regarded with a knife, Helios
hold
shakes his head and points to Wheeze's wrist.
Back up.
Shit.
Here's the thing. Here's a bit of out of game knowledge for this thing. If I ever stab anyone with this, I gain blood loss, and when I gain blood loss, we all get AOE'd.
Whenever you take damage or gain blood loss, yeah.
The AOE isn't that bad. It's in fact, actually, it's.
I do want to say,
whatever.
no, actually, it's not blood loss that does it. It's when an attack hits you and wounds you. Because usually when a sword or a weapon will strike you, blood will spray out from the impact point. And that's what does it.
Hey, can I just say one thing? Please
Okay,
be
that's fine.
hesitant with that.
Yeah, trust me. I suffer blood loss if I use it, so I'm definitely not gonna use it unless I have to.
Wait, I thought you just sort of shot it out, just to show off to.
Yeah,
Rose.
but it's a born. Remember, it's not like Wolverine. If I push it in someone and then move my arm, it's gonna wrench the born around inside my arm. So I
I'm
get
just
blood
checking. It's
loss.
just if it just splits the skin, it's just well, it's a fucking dumb idea to show it. Then why would you?
But anything you stab immediately gets bled on as well. So
Yeah, but same time, it could fatigue me pretty heavily unless I get some sticky plasters. There's a thing called a field suture that you can basically it's something that's pretty easy to get hold of, and you can free action apply it, like when you get blood loss. And so, like, it could counteract this pretty easily.
Suppose we can ask Sank if he has any field sutures.
Yeah, like,
Hey Sank, have you got any field sutures?
He's not presently here.
When he gets
Yeah,
back.
he's
when
out
he comes back, I'll ask him. I'll just write on my pad and ask him.
Easy peasy. So, just a moment. He returns with he returns with 3 dress options and also 6 suits on his arms and lays them out on an empty portion of the table. Well, I think these should probably do. Katarina, for you, there are 3 dresses available, all reasonably low cut, and one of them, the emerald green one, it does not have any straps. And it goes quite low down to the floor and is not really a ball gown, but rather a simple slim dress. Another one that he has there is a full ball gown that you could wear, a bit more upper class for you, very Victorian. And the third one there will be another ball gown, not quite upper class, but certainly respectable.
What colour was the middle one, did you say?
The middle one is a mixture of gold, whites, and pinks.
Okay, so, guys, what your suggestions here? It's between the first 2.
Only you can make this decision.
Ha!
See,
Yeah,
stress
yeah,
For
plus-
these suits, they're relatively simple. Kind of think of World War II era kind of suits.
If you have any robes to throw over the Skitarii, that would probably work best.
Just get a bigger poncho.
I'm afraid I don't have any robes here. You'll have to probably go to the market for that one.
Understood.
Is there
I'll,
any like physical? Is there any definition of the suits? Is there? They're just like, is there an old tux? Is what I'm going to say.
He says, well, I picked one especially out for you. And he goes to the bottom of the pile and brings out a kind of older looking, maybe, well, let's say 1840 suit and hands it to you. It looks a bit older. And then he also takes out the coat and like gives it a little rub on either side of the hem. And you can see that it's reasonably thicker than the other suits. And he gives you a bit of a wink.
I wink back with my mechanical eyes, and I take that from him gratefully and thank him.
And then he takes the other suits, which all look roughly the same, and gives one to Wheeze.
Yeah, I'll take it.
I just take a look at what he has got, and then I just like sort of just like pick up the green one. Just like-
Okay,
I
no,
mean,
sorry,
I've got to go
yeah.
strapless, and it seems to be like the most movable. Sound like the Victoria just doesn't seem to be like full ball dress is things good as shit. So green sounds
So-
function.
It should be noted that, and Ro, you'll know this as well for when you get your robes, because robes are fucking simple. That, all of you except for Helios will have an AP of 1. And then Helios, you have an AP of 2, as it seems to be made from some kind of armored body glove material.
Okay.
You know, basically
Crap.
a Kevlar-lined suit.
Hold on, let me find my sheet and make a
no.
note of this.
Am I not able to wear my carapace armor underneath?
No.
But-
Do you want to wear full plate under a suit?
Ooh, can I wear my flag cloak underneath?
Hold on, let me do some math here because I've still got a couple of intelligence points I can allocate. I can still be tanky as fuck, damn it.
Fine. You just can't have your actual armor being worn.
Boo.
Wait, won't Helios be like? Wait, isn't like most of Helios' armor just nailed to him? No, not Helios. Rogue. Sorry.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like I can take off large chunks of this and still have built-in armor.
Yeah, no, that's fine.
I just have to actually
I'm specifically
look
referencing the external armor. So you all
I'll
get
update in a second. I'm
Sure.
just recording the numbers now so I don't screw up.
Just gonna
So
Yeah,
to
like-
reiterate, you all know your armor points, and you're all leaving your armor behind, as well as all of your weapons, except for Katarina, who's keeping her staff.
Yeah. Do I get
Nah.
my focus whatever that I got, like the Eldar one?
Yeah, you can keep that if you want.
Since it's like a necklace, it looks kind of nice and just like.
I'm not. This is scaring me. I am waiting for this to go badly.
Good
Ro, can you
joke.
roll me a Forbidden Law check, please?
I actually don't know if I have. I have common and scholastic. I don't have forbidden.
Okay.
I hate to be honest
That's
about
fine.
it, but
Roll me a scholastic then.
Okay, let me slap scholastic around. Any modifiers?
Let's give it a -20.
Boo.
Oh.
That's fine.
I hate it when you do that because now I'm trying to figure out what I fucked up.
Teehee.
Oh,
Stop it.
by the way, Ro, I would think that you'd have like the perfect opportunity while I'm not near my heresy weapons galore to question me if you so choose. I'm just saying.
I'm sorry, you staticked a bit. What?
You might. This might be a good time to confront me about heresy weapon number fucking 1. Like, since I don't have it with me, so I couldn't exactly like react with it. Might be a good idea for you. I'm just suggesting it as a.
No, I'm thinking it. Hang on. I'm also trying to do math in my head right now, and that's really annoying.
All right, focus on the math then.
Well, we're getting picked up in duos, so I think you two can probably talk about that while you're waiting to be picked up.
Oh,
Doug,
okay.
I'm gonna ask about the sticky plasters.
What the hell is a sticky plaster?
Field sutures.
You would call it in the US of A band-aid.
Yeah. Band-Aid.
Jesus, thank you.
Call it a sticky plaster here.
I
just call it a plaster.
Yeah, I just
Yeah.
call it plaster.
Well, yeah, we
I
call it
just
plaster.
added
I call it
sticky.
plaster as well.
Yeah.
Or I just call
Right.
it the thing that temporarily fixes cuts.
You know what's
Yeah,
funny
I'll-
with my even with my armor stripped off, this guy still has enough points shifted around to have a 2 in every field and a 3 in 1.
Oh wait, I've still got head armor though. I'm happy about that because try and take my mask off, you know that's.
Question: does this dress come with matching heels?
It does indeed. He brought some very tasteful heels through.
Oh, good.
It is obvious that Stank Stranwell is a man of taste and knows his female clothing.
I'm sorry.
Sank is a
He must have had a very good wife that taught him the finer pointers of clothing.
That are
Now we're going to delve
no,
into his
like-
backstory. What happened to his wife?
We do.
Yeah, Doug, I'll like type on my pad like, do you have any of these?
Field sutures.
I could like,
Yeah.
can I have
He gives you a bit of a look and like scratches his head and says, "Well, I definitely do, but it's up to you. They might ask you why you've got them."
Yeah, I thought they'd be a bit suspicious. Like, why do you have like military
Well,
grade?
they're just like strips of material that you like rub over a wound, aren't you? And then they like anneal. to
Yeah,
it.
but it's a bit suspicious to bring with you.
Mm,
You always had it in your mask.
right, fuck it. Like, if we get into combat though, like that is a proper last resort, just because.
Just say-
Yeah.
To fuck.
Well, we'll have the psycho powers doing what we can. So, and didn't Ro just like upgrade his like combat? Like, you guys can all
No.
be the manly bro.
I actually didn't take that because of the cost. I got instead a bunch more firepower, or rather accuracy, and more health. So I can
Alright.
take a lot of punishment now before I go down. I have a full 15 HP.
Should've got that.
Well, I can do a lot of stuff with the psycho powers, so we should be able to be good to like make a break for it at least.
If we do this
We should
properly, we shouldn't need to make a break.
Yeah, but we are going to be stealthy. I'm assuming this is to shoehorn in us being stealthy.
Yep, definitely.
We're
So help-
being
so-
forced.
So help me. That Inquisitor will see us being stealthy and working as a team, and she will suck it up.
What a turn of phrase.
What?
That bitch, the Inquisitor, will rule the day.
We'll make
They-
mommy proud. She'll suck it up.
Yeah,
So
but
weird.
secretly the Inquisitor's listening to this and just like, screw the aspirin, mummy needs her gin.
That's Helios out of the airlock first. Inquisitors do not suck.
Like Evelyn rules.
Just like, mummy needs her whiskey.
I am an Inquisitor. I do not suck. It's
God
fine.
damn it. I'm trying not to laugh, and you guys are just screwing that all to hell.
Oh, that's okay.
Quick
So
clothing.
you guys get dressed up. You all look reasonably respectable, especially Helios. You find the suit was an excellent fit,
Like
And
and you
Stremwell
definitely find out
has an
notice
eye
that
for
it's Kevlar
taste.
land.
Like Stremwell certainly has an eye for taste.
He tips his head to you.
I must say, this is very, very impressive clothing. I'm just like, I'm liking the dress.
Says, well, if that's all you need, I've got some business to be dealing with downstairs. And he gives you all a bit of a wink.
It's like,
Before I forget, and he goes into his office, and as you guys follow him, he reveals the data pad. This should have the place and time of at least 3 meetings. Remember, no weapons, and be prepared for that full body scan. And he hands it to you, Helios.
Okay, guys, we all need fake names. Not our real. Actually, if it's a masquerade, they won't have our names anyways, will they?
Can we take a quick break then before we carry on?
Absolutely, let's take 10 minutes because I need the bathroom.
Okay. Same. I'll be right back.